We are here. We are live on all your streaming platforms, YouTube.
Just YouTube. It's just YouTube.
Was it Rumble?
Rumble. You have to have abs. You have to have abs to go live on Rumble. Sorry, guys. I checked into it already. We're out.
Yeah, don't say it too many times. They'll smell the liberal on John and they'll shut it the fuck down.
It's like Twitch, but for guys that sell
for guys who get pussy
testosterone cream.
Well, we started off just great. That guy over there, that's Matt Fernandez. Everybody, say hi to him. Hey,
happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, dude.
The wrong. That's okay.
I'm honoring the king today, baby. Let's go. That guy down there is John J. Murray. You already know. How's it going, buddy?
I am here. I'm sharing that we're live on the Three Ugly Mugs page.
Perfect. Yeah. We always just record, but we've decided why not go live, because we never do any editing and post anyway. We're pretty flawless, so why would we have to? And also the show, not that great. So we just throw it out there. We talk about sports and comedy and beer. We go off the rails all the time, and James has to reel us back in. He is in the background producing everything today. So hello, James. How are you? Good.
The Lord's work, James. Thank you.
He is. We had a lot to talk about since last week, from college playoffs. We now have a championship game that's being played actually tonight in, a couple hours. And we'll give our thoughts on that, which is good. We can do that since we're live. NFL, not only the playoffs, but lots of coaching moves. The carousel is spinning fast, my friends, like a gravitron. So we have to kind of update and keep track of all that. And we even got hockey stuff and baseball stuff. We got a lot of things we're going to try to trickle in the next 45 minutes or so. So, real quick, we'll get all the bullshit out of the way. How's your comedy weekends, boys?
Great. I had a wonderful show at Ology Brewing in Tampa. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus like I did before the show, but suffice to say, it wasn't a strong lineup.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Until Big Daddy got up there and showed him how to work it.
You showed him how to work the room, buddy?
I know how that is. Yeah. Did you have any shows, John, over the weekend?
I took the weekend off for my 43rd birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Had some fun times with the wife. Went to, St. Pete, went to a couple good restaurants. Just enjoyed myself all weekend and relaxed.
Good for you, buddy. You deserve it. I had two private gigs. Friday I thought, since it's in a town called Waimama, that it was going to be a dump, but it ended up being a pretty ritzy community that had not just a community like hall. They had a concert hall with chandeliers and a gigantic stage. It was like a mini Strauss theater. And I had Manny.
This is where all the rich people are going to hide. They're living in Waimama.
I grossly here. Right when I walked in, I looked at Michael Murillo was featuring, and I said, I grossly undercharged these people. And we had Manny go up first, Murillo. Very old crowd, so I was like, guys, we might want to pivot and go, PG. They said PG-13 was fine, but I was like, I don't know. Then I started getting a little nervous because I've been in skank mode or Skankfest mode for a couple of months, so I haven't done any even close to PG or PG-13. I've been doing the hardest stuff. So,
these are adults, but they asked for a PG-13 show. Is that what I'm getting here?
Well, they're older. Older. Yeah. So
don't say a bad word.
They've seen the most come statistically.
No, I know. They ended up being super cool though. Like I just took out all the F's and things like that, but it was fine. It was, I ended up having you ever in the middle of your set, in your head, you're like, holy shit, I'm doing really well. You ever like you're surprised by it. That's how I felt, because the crowd was like explosively laughing. And I'm like, I'm not even like doing my whole shit. I'm editing on the fly.
Did the other comics on the show do well? Did Murillo have a good set?
That's Murillo's money. That's what he's built for. He does so many of those a year. Like he's
the
like
old folks places. Yeah. Like rec halls and.
Well, he does like the villages. He does big retirement communities, and there's a lot of money in it. He does really well with it. So yeah, but that's his wheelhouse. Like he's already a clean comic. Like he doesn't do dirty comedy at all. So that was good for him. Manny struggled a little bit, but it's fine. He's still finding his way with any comedy. So for him to get up there and actually have an okay set was I was pretty proud of him. And then the next day, the same 3, we all did the Avalon RV Resort. And I believe you did that with me last year, right, John?
I did. I actually had a really good set.
Yeah, they're fun. They were
Avalon place. I was taking beers out of people's coolers because they weren't selling beer there, and I was like, "Well, motherfuckers, somebody passed their little lunchbox up here." Like,
yeah, that crowd's fun. I
did
did.
sharing.
What was it? BYOB?
Yeah, it was like a BYOB thing. Nobody told me.
Yeah, it's in like their little clubhouse, and but there was 130 people in there. It was packed, and they take good care of us. They got a green room set up for us. They feed us, everything else, and they're super nice over there. And I'm doing another one of their communities in 2 weeks. I'm doing another show somewhere in Clearwater. So
can I expound on what you were saying about being in Skankfest mode?
Yeah,
because I totally get it. Like for my last special, like I was just struggling to not write anything dirty. I would think of dirty stuff, and I would go out of my way to not even try it, just to be like, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, let me tell you right now, it didn't work.
Instead, I'm going all in on anything I think is funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how I write too, 100%. So like, I'm doing a show, another pop-up Wednesday in Lakewood Ranch that's pretty much sold out. I got a few seats left, and I market those as extra dirty, like speakeasy vibe type shows. And
yeah, I feel like
extra dirty, but just if I think of something that's dirty, I shouldn't feel like I can't do it.
Well, I'm extra dirty, so that's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Yeah. So if you
see when I go to Ocala, I talk about horse cum for 5 minutes to start my set.
Yeah.
And they love it.
And they love it. It's a horse cum town.
And then to really spice it up, I have Dick Roos open for me. So yeah, you're getting a full fucking napalm bomb, baby. You're getting a bam, 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 bam.
The clean comedy shows, you think they're like at a current peak and it's about to start going back down? Because I remember, when I first started, there was a lot of people that wanted clean comedy, and then I feel like that kind of went away for a while, and then it started coming back again for whatever reason. Yeah,
I think there's definitely a niche for every type of comedy now. I mean, even like alt comedy is kind of making a little comeback. It was big 15 years ago, and it kind of like went around like this. I don't know.
The comedians of comedy was really big, but then all of a sudden it was like after the comedians of comedy, it was like the guys on America's Got Talent. All of a sudden, that's what was like super popular and selling out theaters. And I don't know where we're at. I don't know if we're going back towards the dirty side or we're getting more clean.
People perform to like they want to get booked, and instead of being like, I want to perform to show people who I am, and maybe they like me for me.
Right.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of gimmicky stuff that's being just devoured and consumed at a high level too. So it's like,
that's true.
I'm trying still.
I'm really selfish, so I just always have to be myself. I'm just a very selfish person, and I just want to talk about what I want to talk about.
Classically selfish.
Well, that's my thing is I'm still, even at my age, I'm still trying to succeed and respect the comedy I do. Like, I don't want to, people are like, why don't you go and kill Tony? I'm like, well, because I'm not a stereotype or a cripple, and I don't know if what I am is enough in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. I'm not shitting on the process. It's what it is.
Just go on there. You take your shirt off, and then you fall off the stage into a table, and then
you'll get 1 million views.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing. That's the thing, and I don't want to do that. And I have people all the time. They're like, "You should just do funny songs on stage the whole time because you're a great singer." And I'm like, "That's not the comedy I want to do, and that's not what I want to be respected for."
There's already a guy that does that. I think there's already a handful of guys that do that.
There is, yeah, and
terrible.
Yes.
Right. If I wanted to do it, I would probably be one of the best at it, but I don't want to do it. I want to do comedy. Like I'm inspired by what I think are real comics, guys like, Richard Pryor and Louis C.K. and Bill Burr, these guys that you get up and you do actual stand up. You talk about your life and you make it funny. I don't want to be a wacky guy that fucking trips over a chair and like, like it's, and then I have people, well, you'll make a lot of money. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to make a lot of money, but there's sometimes it's not even about money. It's like, if I want to make a lot of money, I wouldn't even do comedy. I would just go fucking find a career that made a lot of money.
Right. That's true.
It's what if you take the chance and you sell your soul and you don't make money?
Yeah.
You have nothing. Yeah. You've given it all up.
Now I'm farting on a cruise ship.
No fucking you have no soul left. Like that would be.
You're Gallagher too. That's what Gallagher 2 is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that way. Like I got a lot of friends that do cruise ships, and God bless them, they're making a living, But I don't know. I don't know if I could take that leap, because once you're a cruise ship comic, you're a cruise ship comic. It's really tough to get back.
It's starting to lose the stigma a little bit. Well, not with us.
To perform for a room full of like children running around at 3:00 in the afternoon. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, you get one of those, and then you get like, I think, a PG-13, and then you get like the R-rated show. But even on the R-rated show,
I would never shit on them, because it is impressive to have. You have to do 3 different sets.
It's awesome.
One of them has to be G, one of them has to be PG-13, and one of them is fine to be R. Like that's very impressive.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Like I have no like ill will and no disrespect. I think it's great. And when I go on a cruise ship, I'll go to the show. Like I'm a fan, but the style of comedy I do, I'm just gonna keep going forward, and whatever happens. Look.
When I went to the resort, they didn't even have comedians in the Dominican Republic. They just had guys that pretended to be other comedians, but they were like obviously Dominican guys, but they were like pretending to be other comics. Yeah,
that would be the most entertaining to me. I would love to go see a bunch of
cover comics.
Yeah, it was like cover comics. Yeah, like tribute acts is what they call it.
We used to have a couple here in the Bay Area. Like I used to know a guy used to do the Screaming Sam. He did Sam Kinison, looked exactly like him, sounded exactly like him. And then there was a guy that I didn't like that did George Carlin. Do you remember that guy?
Oh, I hated that. It was really bad.
Oh, so bad, dude.
George Carlin, if George Carlin had been alive to see that, he would have shot himself in that comedy club.
I didn't even know it was going on. I walked into a bar one night and he was on stage, and I was like, what's going on here? Like, that's not karaoke. And then right as I walk in, he's got like the black fucking long sleeve sweater on. He goes, on the plane, I'm getting in the plane. And I'm like, all right, I got to go.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Now's a good time to follow us on our socials. Check us out on Instagram at JohnJSPlanet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, and at 3 Ugly Mugs. Our producer is at JRB Comedy on Instagram, and we are a video podcast on YouTube and Spotify, audio everywhere else.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so man, we got a lot to jump into. Holy shit balls. So what's first on the banner? Anybody?
You guys want to talk about what a disappointment Josh Allen is every single year?
Josh Allen.
Why? Because he cried?
It's emotion. I forgive him for that.
You can cry if you win.
He made
he got his head coach fired.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's not the only one that cried. They started interviewing the rest of the team. They're crying. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? That's why you lost. You lost because you cry. You can't cry in football. You just can't do it. And then the owner was like, McDermott, can you see me in the office? And he goes, oh yeah, sure. And he's thinking, I'm not getting fired. I'm 80 and 50 since I've been the head coach of this team. There ain't no fucking way they're firing me. And then he walks in and he goes, yeah, why's your fucking players crying, bro? And he's like, oh, they were like, say, no.
And then he just starts crying. He just starts crying in the office.
He bullies him until he cries. He goes, that's what I thought. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So McDermott, Josh Allen. Now, how hard is he
crying? Like, I didn't think this would happen.
25 for 29 with over 200 yards.
It was the turnovers, but I mean, dude,
the turnovers. Yeah.
He's 0-7 in overtime games. He's never won an overtime game in his whole career.
It's not very clutch.
That's 0-2 in the playoffs. Like, that's fucking crazy, man.
I would love to see like a camera on him when he found out the coach got fired today. Oh, I did it again. He's probably snot bubbles today, dude. It's like, oh, poor Joshua.
I want to see him when he was watching the scene of Michael B. Jordan spit in his wife's mouth. Just tears streaming down his face.
He did say he cried from her performance. Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't like that.
Maybe get those
tears
in
the
it was a good movie, but like I didn't cry in it.
That movie was the scariest musical I've ever seen in my life.
Anyway, so the Buffalo Bills lost a heartbreaker. There's a lot of controversy around that game. If you want to get into that one first, because that was a Saturday game, and it had one of those catches that we've seen in a few games, and as Buccaneer fans, we've seen it also, where the receiver has it, and then they fall to the ground, and now the defender has it, and now it's an interception. And that was the game. That was absolutely the game for Buffalo. They kicked the winning field goal there. It's over with. But yeah, it's I feel bad for Buffalo fans, dude. I really hurt for Buffalo fans. Like, I shouldn't feel as bad as I do about it, but it's been in my head since it happened.
I wanted to see them go all the way one time in my lifetime.
Not me.
Yeah, I wanted to see it.
Denver's not going either, and we'll get to that.
Hey, shut your mouth.
They're not going.
No.
I will buy a Stidham jersey.
Like, you couldn't tell. I get it, and you couldn't tell if the receiver had the ball. And to me, it was a tie, which should go to the receiver. I will say that. But
the offense,
the way they were looking at it was that he didn't have control, and it basically, you just have to imagine that it bounced off the receiver into the DB's hands. Is basically what they're saying. Like,
after he touched it,
bobbled it, and he threw it, and it didn't, or he.
But we've seen it go the other way in other games where they go, his knees down. It's the offensive players. Like, okay, so it's really, it's kind of fishy. And the way it happened,
I would have called it the receiver's ball if it was me.
Yeah, the way it happened too was they didn't even have like an official like review. It was like a call from New York, and they go, "Nah, interception." And everybody's like, "What the fuck? Can we look at it for a minute?" And they're like, "Nope, get on, carry on, there, bitch." It was kind of weird, but either way, if you don't turn the ball over 4 times, then you're probably not in that situation.
There was a lot of, like, if they had taken a knee before they went into halftime, they wouldn't have. They also could have won the game. Like, Josh Allen was just dying to give the ball away. But I mean, that play, I'll give it to you. That one's a weird one, but the other ones were pretty egregious.
Yeah. Every time I say I believe all sports are rigged now, and people talk shit to me about it, and then I watch Josh Allen, and right before the half, just go, "Whoa, here, yeah, ha!" I go, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" Like, that's peculiar. Like, what?
Oh no! Just pumped it.
What is there, 4 seconds left? Like, get out of here, dude. Yeah, that was shit like that's weird. I just don't get it at all. But I'm sure sports are on the up and up. It's not like 29 college players and coaches got arrested a few days ago for a point shaving operation that yielded tens of millions of dollars in sports.
$10 million of point shaving in like Slovenian basketball or something.
They were American players, though. Yeah,
it was American players for sure. But yeah, it was like some sort of Eastern European bullshit league.
Well, it's not bullshit to them when they're making tens of millions of dollars betting on it.
The players were only getting like $5,000 and $10,000 at a time, I think.
Well, they said up to 30K a game they were getting to shave points. 10 to 30,000 a game. They were paying these broke ass C League players to do this shit. So
really, it's on the league. Why can't you match that? Why can't you be like, here, we'll pay you 30,000 to not shave points?
Not shave points.
Play straight up.
So they wouldn't do it anyway. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Fair point.
Anyway, but so that game, heartbreaker.
Came out of it with a broken ankle. Like, no, I don't know when it happened.
I do. Sure. Second to last play.
I thought it was the last play.
No, it was the last play was a kneel down, so it was the second to the last play or something. So
last real play.
Yeah. So how wild is that? And nobody knew. Like, even the players. And then as they're celebrating, you see him like hugging the coach, and the coach looks like he just told him his mom died. And I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on here?" But that is so sad for Bo Nix, man.
Yeah, coach. I heard it snap.
That's more sad.
Funny that Jarrett Stidham or Sam Darnold could win a Super Bowl before Josh Allen. That makes me laugh.
Oh my god, dude!
And it could happen, Johnny. Jarrett Stidham could win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so Bo Nix is out until next year. Jared Stidham hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL in 3 years.
728 days, I think they said.
Yeah, he took 2 snaps this year, and they were both kneel downs at the end of games. And so I'm not saying he's going to suck, but I'm not confident that he's going to be able to beat the Patriots defense. That's going to be, I say bet the under, kids.
I definitely would bet the under.
I'm breaking in with some live breaking news right now. 2 minutes ago, Adam Schefter reports the Dolphins are hiring former Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley as their head coach.
Good.
You heard it here second, folks.
You heard it here second. I mean, Schefter's God.
We were right after Schefter. That's pretty good.
Jesus, it's like Jesus and Schefter, and then boom, us.
This is why live is better, boys. This is why live is better. That's great. That's part of the coaching carousel that doesn't affect the Bucs at all. Because who the fuck is that guy, and who cares?
They must have really saw something in him that he liked because I've never heard of him.
Or the Dolphins are horrible.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I think they beat us.
We were horrible. No, we were the most horrible this year.
We lost to the Dolphins and some bullshit quarterback. No, but I think they think they have a good offense and they need a defense.
Sure, they need an offense and a defense.
It's true. I'm just saying
they still need a quarterback. Tua's got brain damage. They
gonna let that kid roll. He fucking smoked us. They're gonna let him play.
Yeah, good. Let him. That Buccaneer defense the last 8 weeks of the season wasn't even real, guys. I think none of that happened. We were in a simulation.
We still found a way to talk about Bucs football, even though we are long out of the playoffs.
Whatever, dude.
We're all in a coma right now. None of it was real.
It doesn't feel real, dude. Like there's no way. There's no way a defense could be that bad. And then the head coach still has a job. It's so weird. Anyway, and he calls the defense.
Head coach was calling the defense. Yeah.
Fine, guy. We're gonna be fine. Hey, the Bucs might not be good for a while. The Rays definitely won't be good for a while, but these motherfuckers right here, we'll get to that in a second.
All right, let's get back on track. You want to talk Bears Rams?
Yes, Bears Rams. Wow. Good game. The Bears are entertaining.
Yeah. I think they come back next year stronger.
I was watching in a Bears bar and I saw what it was coming down to, and I snuck the fuck out of there right before it was over. No, it was a bar full of fat people eating hot dogs from Chicago. Yeah. No,
where's that? That sounds like my kind of place.
The bowling alley? The bowling alley that I go to is a Bears fan bar.
Bowling alley? Oh, okay.
Just not any bowling alley.
Just Jeff Klein's in there just sucking everybody's dicks like, it's a Bear bar. It's not. I'm in heaven. Oh, there's football on.
And they're really into it.
Yeah, I was watching the game and I was texting with my brother. My brother had a lot of money on the Rams, minus like 3 or whatever. And I had a parlay that needed Caleb Williams to throw 2 touchdowns. So that last pass where he ran backwards for 20 yards and slung it to the corner of the end zone won me like $100, but lost my brother like $700. I was like,
no matter what happens for these, that will be the best play of these playoffs. That play was incredible. Just running straight backwards away from the defensive line and then turning and then just throwing it. And that was basically a Hail Mary.
I mean, could he even see that anybody was open?
Yeah, he saw Clement breaking open.
Guy, but I don't know what happened. The defensive backs were just kind of like,
well, they were like, go. Yeah, they didn't even think he could throw it that far. And then the tight end, the third string tight end, just kind of leaked out into the corner. It's like, bing bong. It was an unbelievable throw. Like the throw was everything. And at that moment, I was a Caleb Williams believer. I was sitting on my fucking couch and I go, I've talked so much shit about this guy wearing fingernail polish and carrying a purse and crying and doing dumb shit. And I go, this guy's a really fucking good quarterback. He's bringing this team back 2 weeks in a row against better teams. And what a stud. I'm like, I thought he was a piece of shit. I thought he was a fraud. And as I'm thinking this, he goes, I'm just going to throw it to a Rams player. Like, okay. I guess he's not quite there yet.
Like, he makes these incredible plays that kind of distract from the consistent bullshit that he really does.
I mean, but man, I felt bad for Bears fans too. Those fat turds were up in the stands. It was 15 degrees outside and they were just like, fucking, we're gonna go to the fucking Super Bowl. And then fucking that interception was, Baker threw something like that this year where you go, I guess the receiver didn't break the right way. So they were saying last night it was probably not his fault. It was the receiver's fault, but don't look good on film when the only person around the ball is a defender that catches it. But Yeah, sad for the Bears. They lose in a heartbreaker, and
at least the Bears have a Super Bowl to fall back on, and like the greatest defense of all time.
Yeah, like 45 years ago.
Not like the Bills. The Bills have nothing. They have nothing to fall back on.
Yeah, the Rams got like 2 or 3. You know, like it's
Rams won like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, everybody that's in the
Rams got one. They got one Super Bowl. That's it. They have
Kurt
2.
Warner definitely won.
They have 2. Right.
Yeah, they beat Joe Burrow and Kurt Warner.
The facts, everybody.
Yeah, and then they beat the Titans.
Another one,
that great Super Bowl.
Came up against Tom.
Yeah, I like how he popped in just to be wrong for a second. That was cool. Wait a second, guys. I'm fucking dumb. See you in a minute.
So what are the matchups for next week?
It's gonna be good. So it's looking to me like
Rams and Patriots. Jerem Stidham led Broncos.
It looks like a
Jared Stidham led Broncos.
Looks like a Seattle New England rematch from 15 years ago. That good Super Bowl where for some reason they didn't run Marshawn Lynch at the 1 yard line ever and threw an interception instead because New England looked really, really good against Houston. They fucking another fraud is C.J. Stroud. He had a good rookie season. He's done nothing but get worse since his rookie season.
He looked way worse than Caleb Williams.
He looks bad. He looks like he's not a good quarterback on any team. He looked bad last week. He looked bad. I've made so much money.
What was the final score on that game?
28-13, I think.
28-13.
It wasn't a bad game, but it wasn't a good game. The Patriots
turnover machine.
The Texans defense was Super Bowl ready. They're guys
so good.
Locked in. Like if you just score 24 points, you're going to win.
Yeah. And somebody said to me yesterday, wow, that Houston team reminds me of the Bucs team before the Super Bowl. And I go, don't even, because Sean King is better than CJ Stroud. And he wasn't great. Like, as far as saying you have a mediocre offense and a fucking generational defense, yeah, that's the comparison. But CJ Stroud just needed to not suck dick and they win. Like, they just needed him not to turn the ball over.
To win the game. He just needed to manage the game and they would have been fine.
It's just so bad, dude. So fucking bad. It's I made so much money in the last 4 weeks betting him to throw an interception, and he fucking made it for me every time. Thank you. Thanks again. Like, why is the bookmakers only doing it one interception? It's like over 0.5. Yeah, every fucking time. The guy's a turnover machine.
In fair, like, to play devil's advocate, he didn't have Nico Collins. And he didn't have Dalton Schultz, like his 2 favorite targets. I'll give him that. But dude, 4 interceptions.
You got to throw it to people on the team.
That's wild. Yeah, it's too many.
You got to throw it to people on your own team, whether your favorites are gone or not.
It wasn't like some of the Patriots, put on Houston fucking jerseys just to fucking woo woo, gotcha. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like when remember, I don't know if you remember back in the Vinny Testaverde Buccaneer days, but there was a rumor that came out he was colorblind, and people were like, "Well, that's why he's throwing interceptions." I'm like, "Well, try not to throw to the guys that don't have a gay pirate on their helmet. That's even if it's gray, it's still a pirate with a knife in his mouth. That's who you throw to."
I don't think it happened like all the time, but I bet there was one. I bet there was one time he was like, "Oh shit, don't tell anyone. Just act normal."
They're like, throw it to the black guys. Like, they're all black guys, dude. I have no idea what's going on.
Throw it to the grayish smudge.
We had Jameis Winston pre-eye surgery, who apparently he couldn't see shit when he played for us.
Oh, he's squinting all the time.
Yeah,
he just thought the world was blurry.
Yeah.
James is not.
I thought everybody was just blurry. It turns out my eyes are fucked up.
Poor Jameis. It was 28-16 was the final score in that game. They had some field goals. Fairbairn is a way better player than C.J. Stroud. So very, very sad. So yeah, that's your games coming up next Sunday. Or this Sunday coming up, it will be the Rams against Seattle, and this will be the 3rd time they play this season because they're in the same division, and I believe they split that during the regular season too, but Seattle beat the shit out of them at the end of the season.
Should also mention that Zach Charbonnet tore his ACL in the fucking championship game.
Yeah, well, thank God he got Kenneth Walker Jr. because he had 2 touchdowns, and yeah, he looked great. Feel bad for the 49ers too, man. They really had a great season for how badly they were banged up all year. So I'm sure they didn't go in there thinking they were going to lose 41-6, but Seattle's a juggernaut right now. They're playing really, really well. But yeah,
Touchdowns, huh?
my money's New England, Seattle, and I think that will be a really, really good game. It'll be a defensive game, and every game from this point on, I'm betting the under because you got great defenses left in there. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out.
It's gonna be Broncos Seahawks, and it's gonna be better than that last Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl that was a total blowout when Peyton Manning was handing it to him.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the Broncos win the Super Bowl, I will buy a Stidham jersey.
Yes,
I will.
it's on record. It's on record, bro.
You gonna wear it in public?
Yeah, I'll wear it.
Wear it so that people can see it.
I will.
Okay.
I'll stand up.
They won't even know who he is. They will think your name is Stidham.
I'll wear it to a Bucks game. How you like that?
All right, you heard it here. If Stidham wins the Super Bowl for the Broncos,
Hey, the Broncos defense is no joke, buddy.
They're very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But unless they can get an edge rusher to play quarterback on Sunday, I don't know. New England's. I think they're going to fucking come after him, dude. So we'll see. Sean Payton's a great coach, so we'll see.
I expect the spread to change in that game going through the week because I think people are going to bet the Patriots pretty high.
Oh, I already have. So yeah. You want to talk about this coaching carousel? I know we got a live update on Miami. They've situated their head coach. What else?
Which is somebody I've never fucking heard of.
Good.
Harbaugh signs with the Giants. Stefanski signs with the Falcons.
Yes.
Those are the only two lockdowns so far.
Bills fired McDermott. That was earlier this morning.
Talked about the crying.
Yeah, Billy Bean is still with the team, but he got promoted to president instead of being the GM. So,
do you think John Harbaugh?
What's the difference between that
Giants contract now that the Bills job is open?
I'm sorry. Ask again.
Sorry, we both asked two different questions.
Yeah, I was like,
oh my bad. Do you think John Harbaugh regrets signing that Giants contract now that the Bills job is open?
No, because I mean you're in the number one market, dude. Like the Giants got a pretty solid team to work with. You know what I mean? I think they got some talent there. If Neighbors is healthy, I like Jackson Dart. Scadabo's a fucking badass if he could stay healthy.
His leg doesn't fall off.
2 years from Malik Neighbors and 2 years injured. So.
Their defense was already pretty good. Their front seven on defense is solid. So he's got a lot to work with there. He's a defensive coach. So he'll tweak some things there. He's going to probably bring Monken with him, most likely. He'll come up there, even though he's been interviewing and he interviewed with the Bucs.
Yeah, he's going to start interviewing with for head coach jobs. All open jobs right now.
That'd be the only way he didn't go to New York with Harbaugh. I think a lot of people forget, like, that's why people go to coach the Jets. You're in the number one market. I mean, it's New York. So, if you could turn a team around in New York, I mean, if you could turn the Jets around, you rename the Lombardi after you. But but the Giants are in a division that's not as great as people think it is. The Eagles are flawed. The Cowboys stink. The Commanders are average. You know what I mean? So,
Giants had a shot of being a good team at the beginning of this season.
Yeah,
100%.
They have young talent. That's appealing. Where you're like, I can build something with this.
You also have a better chance of getting free agents in when you have a solid head coach like that. Think about the Bucs in 2020, Bruce Arians and Tom Brady, and every free agent in the fucking league was like,
I want to give a fuck about Bruce Arians. Let me stop you right there. They wanted to play with Tom Brady.
Tom motherfucking Brady.
Tom Brady decided to play with Bruce Arians. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Harbaugh is an old school tough guy, and I think he comes from a long lineage of great coaching and stuff. I like the move for him. I
do like it. I was just wondering if you thought the Bills job would be more appealing. I think the Giants job is good. I get it. Like those kids.
I would say the Bills job would be more appealing if New England didn't all of a sudden turn into a fucking badass team. If you were still in with three shitheads, then I'd be like, yeah. Who wouldn't want to coach?
Bills have a better fan base for sure.
I got a sleeper for the Bills.
Breaking news. What?
Oh, I got a sleeper for the Bills job. Mike McCarthy.
Sleeper?
Yeah, sleeper.
No, that guy's being talked about all over the league. Yeah,
not even close, man. He's barely being talked about. He hasn't even interviewed anywhere.
No, he don't have to. That guy doesn't have to
I
interview.
think they'll bring in a defensive mind. They're gonna do what.
Wait,
Peyton Manning did with Tony
McDermott
Dungy.
was the defensive guy. They want to get away from that. So
Yeah.
they'll either promote Joe Brady or they'll bring in somebody that has a solid resume and has a fucking ring behind him, so they can actually get the most out of Josh Allen.
I'm glad you said that because my if I had to put money on it, I would say they're going to promote Joe Brady because Joe Brady's talked about as a head coach all the time too. So keep it in house, save a little money, unless they can get McCarthy or McDaniels. I mean, I could see that bringing in a young offensive mind, same division. He knows the division really well. I'm almost positive that guy's going to land another head coaching job. I really do think that's going to happen. I might be wrong, but I feel like it is. And if he doesn't, then he's going to be the Bucs offensive coordinator. I think that's what the Bucs are waiting for.
I think that's what they're holding off on making a decision for.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and there's a lot of other guys that they're interviewing, and
a ton of interviews.
The
Bucs, I don't know which
been,
ones are serious.
If I was an offensive coordinator, the Lions job would probably be the most like, oh shit, yeah, I can play with those guys. Like,
well, the offense is pretty comparable to the Bucs, honestly. I mean, besides running back right now, I take Jahmyr Gibbs over head case Bucky Irving right now for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, I wish I had an Amon-Ra St. Brown. I also wish I had a fucking what's their dumb tight end's name?
We have
Laporta.
Thank you.
We have an Amon-Ra St. Brown. We have
we do not have an Amon-Ra St. Brown, Johnny.
We have
good receivers. I'm not hating on our receivers.
You don't think? Did you see how good he?
We don't have 120 catch a season guy.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Not yet, but Ibuka in a year or two could be that. Like he was a rookie.
I'm not okay.
So.
That sounds great.
I mean, I think it's possible, but he's definitely not St. Brown.
McMillan could be somebody of that caliber if he stays healthy. That guy's a fucking stud. So
yeah, if he doesn't get paralyzed, he gets.
If Chris Godwin comes back fully healthy for a year, you already know what Chris Godwin is.
Well, if that ever happens, he's buying a Chris Godwin jersey.
I think if McDaniel doesn't take the Browns job, he'll take the Bucs OC job. Because especially the Lions job just got filled. And they filled it with the guy who was the Cardinals offensive coordinator for the last 3. They fucking suck.
Yeah,
they didn't do shit for 3 years. And you hire this guy?
He must have some kind of crazy ideas or something.
He must have been like, I'll blow your head every day, Dan Campbell. I'll bite as many ankles as you want. I'll suck so many cocks. We'll win this,
please don't make me play with Kyler Murray anymore. Please.
I hope that I want to. Did you ever fuck around with the Kalshi app, Johnny? Or you just do the hard drive?
No.
Anything in the world?
Yeah,
no.
Because
Johnny had a bet on other things.
Johnny B's life.
Because I want to make a bet that Kyler Murray is.
I already know what that app is.
For the Jets, bro.
I already know what that app is. I'm not doing it, dude.
Don't download it, Johnny.
I'm not, dude. I'm not. I have so many things going on in my life that I have to take care of. Like I have a checklist of things for 2026 that I need to get taken care of. Nothing's checked off yet. Nothing. So no, I'm
gonna go place a bet that Johnny B does not finish his list for 2026.
Yeah, go bet the under on that motherfucker. Fully sure.
On the Kalshi app.
Yeah. It's
football game tonight. Fucking yeah, man.
Miami versus Indiana.
Miami, but my brain says shut up, Hart.
Dude, what a storyline though. We talked about it a little bit last week, but goddamn, you can't write a movie like this. Mendoza, born in Cuba, raised in Miami, wanted to go to Miami, and they were like, "Suck it, kid, you're not good enough." He goes and he plays. What did he play at? Like Cal, and played at some other tiny college.
Like 2 colleges before.
Goes to Indiana, gets with fucking Signetti, and all of a sudden he's like, "Holy shit!" He's not only the nicest human being ever, which makes me question if that's a front. Look under his porch, dead bodies. But then he's like, fucking ridiculously good, like shoe-in Heisman this year. Indiana's undefeated. They are historically the worst college football program in the history of college football, and now they are undefeated. This kid who grew up a mile from where the Hurricanes play is now going back to play the Hurricanes in his hometown, in his neighborhood for the national championship, while his mom is there with her MS and her cane. Oh, it's my baby. It's my baby. Everything is a movie. It's crazy.
Everything is a Disney movie.
It's unbelievable, dude.
I love their coach. And like you look at I'm looking at Mendoza's stats from when he was at Cal. He threw 6 interceptions last year to 16 touchdowns at Cal, and this year he has the same amount of interceptions to 41 touchdowns. There's been rushing. Like like coaching is such a big fucking deal. People
There's been 3 games this year where he had more touchdowns than incompletions. That's fucking crazy.
Indiana unlocked how to use the NIL and use the transfer portal the way you should. And you get a coach everyone believes in. You get older players, like their average age is like 23. So they really do have like
there's
a
lot of
younger
master's
side.
degree students.
Yeah, do you a lot of graduate students that are playing shit like that. Like they really unlocked it. You have rich alumni like Mark Cuban, who's like, bitch, I'll pay whatever to get a fucking national championship. Man, that guy's
I am a billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no.
He's like, as long as the kids take pictures with me, I'll give you $1 billion.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me be on Entourage.
Sold his stake in the Mavericks, so he's even richer.
Oh, he's even dude. So fucking forget about it. This could be one of many for Indiana, and it gives me hope that maybe another shitty school. Like you're right, Johnny. Indiana statistically is the worst college football program in the history of college football. They've been playing college football since like 1870.
Yeah.
They've never been to the championship game.
Dude, no, they've never won their division. They've never done anything until this season.
Miami hasn't been since the 90s.
Indiana's been playing so long, they played more games with all white players than not. That is fucking nuts.
Indiana played football during the storyline of Red Dead Redemption.
Abraham Lincoln
played Old West
in Indiana. That's how bad. 4 scores. Nobody's going to score on this defense, baby. Oh my God, they've been around for a while. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's good for them.
Matt, you had a great stat earlier that I didn't know. They have not trailed.
They have not trailed at all. They haven't
the entire season.
Game. They have not been losing at all.
Nobody kicked a field goal in the first quarter to like nothing. Like this,
nothing.
Insane. Yeah. So they're favored by 7.5 tonight.
I
not
honestly
only undefeated, but never
7.5 is not that bad for Miami. I thought the spread would be at least 10.5.
Well, I was going to say 11.
Miami's big in the trenches, and they're going to try to control the ball and keep Mendoza off the field. That's 100% the game plan, and that's how I would do it. That's how anybody would do it. You run the ball behind your 380-pound offensive lineman, and you try to make them one-dimensional on defense because they have massive defensive linemen. They just feed them well in Miami. And they're going to try to make it a slow, boring game and keep it under 20 points and hope that they make less mistakes than Indiana. But Indiana is the most sound team when it comes to just fundamentals. They don't fuck up. So unless this is the one game they do, I don't see how Miami can win.
No. But I did put some money on them. So we'll see.
I did too.
Hoping and wishing.
It's called a hope bet. Yeah.
It's a hedge. I bet 150 on Indiana and like 25 on Miami. So it's fine. It'll be fun to watch. I'm going to go watch it with Ian Beckles, who's Indiana alumni. He played there, and he's
4 meaningful football games left.
I know.
Including tonight. It's fucking sad, man. Sad times are coming.
Then it's World League, man, or whatever it's called. US
UAB
A minus. Yeah,
USA minus.
They're bringing back the XFL.
Well, something
they
like
merged
that.
with XFL is what happened.
Yeah, they.
I wish we still had arena football. That was always fun to go to.
Yeah, do you remember the first World League that had the European teams had like the Frankfurt Galaxy, and then Orlando had the Orlando Thunder and all that, and it was
NFL Europe.
Yeah, NFL
Europe.
It ended up being NFL Europe, but it was called the World League, and we had teams in US and in Europe, and they would like cross the pond and play each other and all that. Well, this new league that we have now that merged with the XFL, they're bringing back the Orlando team this year. So at least that's kind of cool. You know, the Bandits didn't make it, but at least the old Orlando team will come back. They're like fluorescent art. They're like these colors. They're like fucking crazy.
What was the old Tampa arena team that used to win like every year?
Storm.
Jay Gruden. The Storm. Yeah.
Storm were awesome. And then the Orlando had the Predators.
One of the Gruden brothers was the coach. Jay Gruden. Yeah.
Well, Jay Gruden was a quarterback for the Predators and won championships with them. And then after he stopped, he started coaching which is really, really cool. Yeah, no, arena football was fucking awesome. That was a lot of fun. I used to go to a lot of those games. So
it's quick.
yeah, the very first year they came out, I got offered a tryout. It was right after I graduated high school. Like 2 years later, they were trying out just local people to go try out for the team.
Come on and do it.
And one of my old coaches was coaching for the Storm, and he calls me up and he's like, "Hey man, we need Iron Man football. You play both ways. We need some big guys on the line." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know how I could tell you this, Coach. I've gained about 100 pounds since high school. Like after high school, I just sat around and ate, blew up, dude. Like
it's like that movie with Marky Mark.
This could have been your invincible moment. You could have been Mark Wahlberg. They would have never made a movie about it because
I wouldn't have made the team anyway. There ain't no way I'm fucking 5'8". There ain't no fucking way. But I did go out and watch the tryouts. And the funniest part of those tryouts, I don't know if you remember the name Donald Ikwe-Buike. Do you remember that guy?
I remember the name.
I do.
He kicked for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 80s.
Okay.
And he was like Nigerian. I guess after his NFL career was over, he was still living here, went and tried out for the Storm, played for him. This motherfucker's out there kicking 50-yard field goals at tryouts, smoking a cigarette. He was
well, how long is the field in arena football? It's not as long as
No. Yeah.
But it's like way easier for him than kicking a real field goal.
Well, no, because they were narrow.
They were closer together too.
Oh, they were closer.
Narrow.
Okay,
yeah,
they were closer together. Okay, I forgot about that.
Leg strength wasn't as important as accuracy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, that was pretty funny back in the day. Yeah, but the Storm, they were really fucking good.
Storm, Lightning almost broke the record. Almost.
Yeah,
almost. They tied it, right?
Yeah, they got 11 in a row. They lost in a shootout the 12th, and instead of getting the 12th in a row, but they still got the point. So they're still on a point streak, and they won yesterday. So they're on a 14 or 15 game point streak, which is crazy. And yeah, they're slaughtering people right now. So yeah, they had that tough game against Minnesota, but Minnesota's great. They're a really good team.
Yeah, I mean, it went to overtime, and it was a great game.
Was it Dallas? I don't know. It was one of those two, but no, they're on top of the game right now. So I'm excited about them. Cooper got his 1,000th win. He's pretty young for that. So no, the Lightning are crushing, man. I'm looking. This is the good stretch now where they really start, separating themselves, and you can start seeing the playoff seeding kind of, come into focus. So yeah, it's great. Hockey's it's a lot of fun. It's tough to bet on, though. God, it's really
there's not that many bets to bet.
There is. You can bet on goals. You can bet on the props. You
can't really do props on players. You can only do it on things.
Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, you can. You could bet on them scoring. You could bet on scoring in power play situation. You could bet on first score. You could bet on how many points they get, how many assists they get, how many block shots, how many shots they take. Oh, fuck yeah. You can bet a lot of props in hockey. And I do. Yeah.
And I do.
You're not going to draw me into your fucking web, you spider, but I respect your right to do so, man.
Come on, man. And then
I'm about to put my betting shoes away after the Super Bowl. That'll be the last thing I bet on until next year. Yeah.
You're not going to bet on the draft, the NFL draft, the Bucks pick 15. Where we going,
Jesus Christ, dude, what's wrong with you? You bet on the draft?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm going back to the horse track next weekend. I got to do my yearly degenerate.
Yeah,
degenerate horse trip.
Play poker or something. I'm down.
Yeah, you just want to dress like a dickhead and drink mint juleps.
Yeah, duh. I got VIP. What are you talking about? I just got VIP tickets today. So yeah, obviously that's what I want to do.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. It sounds awesome.
You dress like a Confederate soldier and drink mint juleps and talk.
Wear a bolo tie
while he is there. While he is in attendance.
All right, maybe I'll do that. That sounds
betting on horses is fun. I think we're going next Saturday if you guys want to join us. It's cheap.
Last horse I bet on divorced me. Am I right, boys?
I was like, is it fun? It's cheap. All right. Okay.
Did they have beer?
No, it's fun. Yeah, they have beer.
I assume they have alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I have not drank alcohol in 19 days.
They have a poker room too.
I know. I work there. I've worked in all of them. Every one of them. I've been fired or quit every single one of them.
It's cool because you
should clarify not as a comedian, as an actual poker dealer. Just for anyone who might not be up to date on your
Yeah, he's not doing stand-up comedy and like the saddest stand-up comedy ever in a poker room.
That sounds like a huge bummer when you say that. I got fired from doing comedy in a poker room in a
They have a comedy room in a poker room in Florida over at Melbourne at Club 52. That's the bar.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
I did that room. Yeah. And the guy tried to fuck me out of my money. It was the only time that anyone really ever tried. He was like, I got there and he's like, hey man, I can only pay you half what I was going to pay you. And I was like, cool, I'll just do half the time. And he was like, wait, no, you can't do that. You have to do it. And I was like, what? You have to pay me.
He's like, I was going to pay you more, but my flush didn't hit on the river.
5 minutes later, he's like, okay, we got the money. We're good. Everything's fine. I was like, yeah, okay, cool, you shady piece of shit. I'm never coming back here.
Hilarious. All right. Well, speaking of betting and football, we should probably wrap things up, right?
Let's do it.
Like we did everything.
Yeah,
we'll talk about baseball next week. We got plenty of time to get into baseball.
Time for baseball. I don't even know what the team is looking like, and we'll know more by next week anyway. Obviously we got Junior Caminero, and
you got a roof. We got a roof.
I drove past it the other day, and it's got a full fucking roof on that bitch.
Yeah, dude. They say they're going to be ready.
They're going to be ready. They're selling all-inclusive ticket packages. Like they were doing at Steinbrenner this year at the Trop, so I'm excited about that. It's like
I don't have to pay for alcohol.
Yeah, well, you don't have to pay for beer or wine, I think.
July 25th. I found out today. July.
That's like 3 beers.
July 25th. I'll be singing the national anthem on July 25th. Speaking of baseball, for the Bradenton Marauders. Hell yeah!
That's the Pirates single A.
It's a cool little stadium. Yeah, it's fun. So they asked me to do it. So yeah, I'm in. It'll be fun. Nice. All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's promote shit on the way out. You want to? Thanks for watching live, nobody. You fucking assholes.
Yeah, check us out live every Monday. If we're not live on Monday, we will be releasing on Tuesday morning the podcast as normal. Check us out at John JS Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, at 3 Ugly Mugs. Remember, follow us on YouTube for live episodes. I think we'll start going live on Facebook as well. So follow us on Facebook. I just got to figure out how to set all that shit up. So
easy peasy.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Love you.
Go Miami.